Halloween is coming up in just 2 days. But if you're holding an event or something, make sure you do it safely, because there was this major event that happened last year in the Itaewon district of Seoul, South Korea, that was very disastrous and took a lot of lives. And we cannot have this happen ever again. So we had the Itaewon Crush last year, where the coronavirus pandemic happened in 2020, and everything was shut down, and people couldn't go out unless if you had like a essential job or if you're a frontline worker. And then 2022 happened, and the restrictions are slowly getting lifted, and events and festivals could happen again. And you know how countries celebrate holidays and special days. Halloween is one of them in South Korea, but that is an imported holiday. It is not original in Korea kind of holiday. So, since people couldn't celebrate anything, and no Korean holiday or festival or event could happen, since they could actually hold it, it was a big deal for the people who wanted to go there. And Itaewon district is a socialite district where people from locals to people from around the globe come to the Itaewon district, and they drink alcohol and also anju, which is anju meaning stuff like chicken wings or some other simple food that you can eat while and enjoy while drinking alcohol, and you could talk to your friends or anyone you're hanging out with. So the Halloween event was held over there, and people from different countries they came over to that district, all the way from for example, Middle East, Central Asia, China, Russia, Japan, Australia, Pacific Coast countries, Europe, and even some African countries, and even USA. But it was poorly managed because people were super hyped instead of just people just showing up to a festival, and it was just crazy. Way more crazier than people showing up to a BTS concert. And 159 people lost their lives as people were crowded the streets when the festival event started, or just the weekend. They were crowding the streets because coming out of businesses or wherever they came out of, a hotel or wherever they were staying, they were They were crowding into each other, pushing people into the alleyways, and it was just out of control. And 159 people passed away. There were as many as 100,000 people in the districts, from locals to foreigners. And 196 people were injured. So many people were injured and killed because they were trampled on. And it took a lot of people from the hospital to take the injured people to take them back to the hospital and treat them, and unfortunately some people did not make it. And most of them were women. Nearly 100 of them were women who showed up. 132 were in their 20s and 30s. 12 were in their or teenagers. 26 lives that were people who were foreigners. And the youngest person who passed away was a 15-year-old with her mom and aunt, who unfortunately went to the Itaewon Halloween Crush, and this happened. So this is an example of representation to remember all the lives lost that fatal weekend. There was also a music festival over in Busan, which also was canceled because just to remember the tragic event that happened. And a risk of accidents in a moving crowd. Let's look at this diagram. At least 2 people per square meter, that is like low risk, but high risk is 6 people per square meter. When there's like so many people so close to each other that you can't even see who's next to you, and it's so crowded, and even one movement can also impact another person, and what you call a domino effect. Which Lotte is one of the major companies in South Korea, which they make confectionery from that people enjoy, and they even have also have like a department store, and they also have Lotte World, which is amusement park. And Lotte company was they were doing promotions, and which also encouraged people to go to Itaewon to take part in the Halloween festival that was happening just for the weekend. And Shinshige also big major company. Makeup, they also had to lay low because so now if you're celebrating Halloween in Itaewon, nothing that's going on which department stores, convenience stores, cafes, and theme parks that used to see a boost in sales from Halloween-related and events that they completely stopped, and that they are not doing anything because they learned their lesson not to do this. And if you were going to take part in an event, please remember, look for all around your surroundings and some safe points that you can go to in case, and also have supplies with you, and including like water and maybe even snacks, so that you can eat in case you're like malnourished or if you're thirsty. Or don't get in a fight, or try to get in the middle of the crowd, because that is just dangerous. And in case if you end up in the middle of it, try to get out as soon as possible. And if you drop something, just book it. Your safety matters more than just one small item that. And also, if you do fall, cover your head. And there was some names that were released publicly to remember who they were at the Halloween festival, which we now remember as Itaewon Halloween Crush, which we have the names Park Jae-young, 19 years old, Stephen Blessy, 20 years old, and Isake, 20 years old, Sinead Fam, Evan Stan, 20 years old, Din Tuan, 21 years old, Rao, 21 years old, Grace Ratched, 23 years old, Choi Po-sung, 24 years old, Yi Chi-han, 24 years old, Shinan Jin, 24 years old, Song Young-ju, 24 years old, Oh Ji-min, 25 years old, Tomikawa Mei, 26 years old, Madina Shirin Zova, 26 years old, Natina Makad, 27 years old, Afag Rasma Ash, 29 years old, Zhang Zhou-hee, 30 years old. And what the event looked like. People just having a good time too. Medics showing up, covering their bodies. And that time, compare these two photos. The Itaewon Crush that time, and same alley this year. Now, if an event like this was held in a different country, things would have been managed a bit differently, and more lives would have been lost. And it's unfortunate that people lost their lives, and the families are mourning. So if you're going to be hosting an event, please do it safely. Outside or indoors. Otherwise, if someone gets injured or an argument happens, and then the domino effect happens and more people start to get affected, we do not want any problem like this. If you're going to be going to an event for Halloween, please do it responsibly. Be responsible for your actions, and if you're a host of an event or management, make sure everything is properly planned, because things could just get out of control, and we do not want to hear another Itaewon Crush incident, but it happened somewhere else. And South Korea is known for being a polite country, and everything is clean and well in order. And just that one time, it was a disaster. And no, nobody was wearing something skimpy or explicit, something that people should not be seeing. Stay safe this Halloween.